What's up, my curvesters? We have much to discuss today. I know you guys have been listening to this whole ordeal regarding Shirley Strawberry and her husband, Ernesto, and his cheaterization, his neuterization, and his animalization as well. It's a whole bunch of stuff to discuss. I got a couple of clips from two of my favorites that I like to go to obtain information. We got millichun and, of course, my girl Chronicle Speaks. Let's take a listen.
Right? So he was caught on Zoom inappropriately talking to people that are not his age. Okay. Come to find out he has a girlfriend in Florida. And it's an animal situation going on in here too. Yeah, it's a lot. So when I make this post, I think he is the one that's at the top and second to the left. There's a lot of people in here in court, but they are talking about Ernesto. Let's just get into it.
She got the clip from Storm Monroe. Hmm.
He's considered dangerous. His name is Ernesto. They just keep saying Ernest. 355 days without indictment. There's a $15,000 bond as of 10/31/22 for step by deception.
Child.
22 CP 211078. Ernest Williams, 255 days without indictment. $75,000 good bond as of December the 31st, 2022, with 3 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony. Position 4 is 22 CP 2125. 355 days without indictment with 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony, and there is a $20,000 split bond as of 10/17/2022. Position 5, 355 days without indictment, 23 CP 215407. I'm assuming you want me to wait, Mr. Lewis? Yeah, you want me to, you want me to wait? One, two, three, four. There's 3 other families on there that have to do with nudity, let's say. No bond as of January 13th, 2023.
Woo.
Hey, y'all. Knew she had hit the jackpot once Steve introduced her to an entrepreneur named Ernesto Williams. She was swept off her feet when he proposed to her on the radio, but when she didn't catch on to his voice the whole time Steve was talking to him, I said, Shirley doesn't know this man well at all. And boy, was I right.
Would you take care of her before you took care of yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then, Shirley,
Yes.
this your man right here. What?
It's Ernesto.
Wait a minute. Now, Ernest is a longtime career criminal with charges dating back to the late 80s and felonies dating back to the early 2000s. So the question I have is, was a background check not ran, or was Shirley just a strong believer that an old cat could turn new tricks? Well, new tricks he did. Ernest opened up a 24-hour barbershop for the who's who in Atlanta, and people from all over came to visit it. NFL players, NBA players, he had all types of clients. He also owned and operated Nesto's elite private security company, which provided unarmed security for those that needed it. Outside looking in, it honestly seemed like Ernest was doing pretty well for himself and establishing an honest living. That was up until October of last year, when his world came crashing down. Roswell police have arrested 2 people in connection to a $1 million scheme. Investigators say 57-year-old Ernest Williams and 46-year-old Erica King convinced people to pay them for their business expertise. They would align themselves with their victims with promises to be able to grow their brands, their missions, their life goals, their social media following. Police said Williams and King acted the part and people paid good money for their services. However, investigators say they never never provided any services and it was all a scam. We know about more than a dozen victims and over $1 million in monetary and property loss. Roswell detectives first began looking into Williams and King in June regarding a case of rental fraud at a property on the 900 block of Pine Grove Road. Once detectives started looking into their financial transactions, it led them to the extensive business scheme. Williams and King both have multiple charges of fraud, forgery, and theft against them. Police say Ernest Williams also goes by Nesto. Erica King also goes by Erica Hughley and Erica Hughley Rothschild. So honestly, that was a lot to unpack. But let's get into this property and the unpaid rent that led the police to even investigate Ernest in the first place. This spectacular 5-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom, 8,500 square foot Roswell, Georgia home was housed by Shirley Strawberry and Mr. Ernest Williams. The couple paid over $8,000 a month to rent this beautiful home, and rent was currently due for the month of April, May, June, July, and August, totaling over $39,000. Now, the company filed a dispossessory affidavit against not only the couple, but against the couple's companies. That's when the notice of possible rental fraud came into place, and the police decided to research to find out exactly what's going on. And that's when they found the whole scheme that Ernesto, or Mr. Ernest, set up. I don't know why, but I feel this in my spirit that Shirley kind of knew this was about to go down. And the only reason why I say that is because she owned a home in Inglewood, California. And in February of 2022, she had Ernest's name taken off of the home by doing a non-arm's length transaction. And what that basically means is that both the seller and the owner know each other and they can do a quit claim deed to pretty much get his name taken off of the property. And that's what they did. She had the home deeded back to her name only, and 3 months later, she sold it. However, nothing would be connected to her husband, and she would be able to protect her own